Well, it's been a while since I've done one of these. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Underground Rising, where I review upcoming demos and EPs from unsigned bands from around the world. Today I'm going to be reviewing the upcoming second out EP, I keep going to say album, EP by Screech called Wish You Were Her, which is out on the 30th of March. And do remember that I'm doing this review and I'm not balding, it's just my hair is currently off to America to fight an epic battle with Donald Trump's hairpiece. Anyway, does this EP live up to the fantastic first EP that they released 1 or 2 years ago? I think it was a year ago, sorry. Or is it kind of a lack in quality? Well, let's get into this, shall we? Wish You Were Her is the upcoming second EP from the awesome Screech who features members of one of my favourite UK bands ever, Hearts Under Fire, in Kit on guitar and Lexi on drums, or as I like to call them, two of the UK's best kept secrets in the underground scene, because as we'll get into, they are both phenomenal musicians. I've kind of probably already told you, well, I'm probably about to tell you exactly my full-on sort of idea of what I think of this EP before I even actually review it properly, but with this EP, Screech are definitely entering into my top 3 of my favourite UK underground bands, possibly top 5 of my top UK bands ever, in fact. So there you go. If you want a quick review, go check this out. Awesome EP, awesome band, don't sleep on this. If you want to know more, keep listening. Now, with Wish You Were Her, this is 5 tracks of, well, how can I put it? Do you remember the early 2000s, early 90s, when we had a load of really, really good kind of commercial punk bands coming out, releasing awesome songs? Back in the day when we had A at number 1 here in the UK with the excellent Nothing, and then they followed up with Starbucks. We had some other awesome sort of punk bands getting the charts, and then they all started to sound exactly the goddamn same with not an original thought behind them. Well, think back to that time, but the good times, and you've got Screech. This is an excellent commercial punk band who are not afraid to go the kind of Alkaline Trio route, and lyrically are not afraid to be startlingly honest, even if it doesn't paint them as the best people themselves, as shown on the track. Let me look it up. What's it? Get Better, sorry. Just Like You. Or is it Get Better? No, it might be Get Better, sorry. Well, it's throughout the EP. There we go. Let's go with that. I should have thought that out better before I even started saying that sentence. But yeah, the vocalist as well has a very, very unique sound to her voice, into the point where as soon as you hear her singing, you know exactly who it is. You know it's Screech. You know what you're in for, which is excellently written, slightly emotional, very startlingly honest punk coming from the UK. I would say from London, but I can't remember if the band are actually based in London. I think they are, but I don't wish to say otherwise. Unfortunately, I've not had the pleasure of seeing the band live yet. I will have to get on that. But as to be said, everyone on this EP in the band really comes into their own. Now, their first EP, which you can see my review of elsewhere on this channel, I thoroughly enjoyed, but they have really stepped up their game even further on Wish You Were Her. This is an EP that, as I said earlier, you do not want to sleep on. This is a band you do not want to sleep on, because given the right push, given the right record label or whatever, they're going to go up into the stratosphere and be seen as one of the UK's best punk bands. And I'm not saying that lightly. I obviously get sent so many sort of unsigned stuff and signed stuff, and this is one of the best releases I've heard this year from both signed and unsigned bands. So there you go, they are beating the bands with a massive budget with just simply being honest and writing fantastically catchy melodic songs. In fact, this might become sort of the soundtrack to your spring stroke summer. The EP is released on the 30th of March. You definitely want to check this out. Go grab it. It's not going to cost you much, probably about £5. I don't know, the prices haven't been released yet. But yeah, do it. If you're playing live near you, go check them out as well. I've got some out an interview with these people. And like I said, the bassist comes in their own. The singer, absolutely superb. Kit, oh God, Kit. Oh, you know what, Kit? I know you're watching this, so, you know, full disclosure, I do know Kit and Lexi, both sort of mates of mine that I speak to, know them through Hearts Under Fire, but Kit is definitely one of the best riff writers around. Don't be expecting like amazing Dream Theater style solos or anything, because that'd be ridiculous and wouldn't suit a punk band. But really, when it comes to writing those melodic, catchy riffs, Kit is in a world of her own. She is absolutely one of the UK's hidden best talents, and hopefully she won't stay hidden for long, along with this band. And Lexi keeping down the beat with the drums again, absolutely superb drummer. Can't say enough about her. And the rest of the band just absolutely awesome. You know what? I've just spent 5 minutes gushing about this band, so you know what that means? You just want to rate it now, don't you? 5 out of 5, absolutely 5 out of 5. If I included EP releases on my end of the year, like top releases of the year, this would probably be there this year. But take it from me, absolutely awesome. Hope they're going to do an album at some point in the future. Looking very much forward to their next release. And yeah, go check them out. Don't sleep on this. Screech Bats, Wish You Were Her, 30th of March. Make sure it's in your collection. So there you have it. Well, that is what I thought of the new Screech Bats EP. It is out on the 30th of March, as I've said several times. It is called Wish You Were Her. Don't sleep on this, honestly, people. Look at my face. Look at this face. I know it looks slightly knackered and very, very much like his hairline is starting all the way back there. But seriously, you need to check this band out. You need to get this album, support the underground, and let's make the record labels realise that what they're signing, for the most part right now, is utter wank. And they should be checking out bands like Screech Bats. Anyway, I have been Psychosin. You can catch my radio show, The Psychosin Project, every Sunday from 2 PM GMT, 9 AM EST. And if you wish to support the channel, please do. The link to my Patreon is down there underneath me now, probably above the defenestration part of the defenestration shirt. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
I turn to face it all. Sun will